Okay, so I've done my fillets and chamfers. I'm now going to show you one way of producing a hole in this surface here. So if you remember, I said you can go back and edit any of these features. So if I wanted to change the sketch or the extrude or the fillet, I just right click and press edit. So I'm going to go back and edit my initial sketch. So if I click edit, I've gone back to my sketch view, and to make it easy for myself, I'm going to click on front and I'm going to draw a center point circle. Okay, so that's already set to circle. I've got another two different circles that I can select there. So center point circle, click and drag out. So it doesn't matter for the size originally, as long as I have snapped it to the center. That's quite a good point actually to pick up on. When I'm drawing, quite a lot of products are set up so that they're symmetrical. If you think about your phone will have a center axis, which is this point here. And in some products, maybe even a horizontal axis, and everything is centered around those points. So when I'm drawing most products, not everything, when I'm drawing most products, and I want there to be symmetry, I try and get it to snap to the horizontal running across here and the vertical axis running down. So I'm going to add a dimension now to the side of this circle. So to dimension a circle, click on the edge and drag out. Okay. At this point, it's probably worth noting, when you are dimensioning, don't drag them over so that it's all complicated and you can't view it. Click somewhere where you can easily make changes. Okay, and you can see the values. So I'm going to change that to 50 and press green tick. Okay, now, sorry, enter I'm going to press first of all. When I press green tick, if you think about what's going to happen, the sketch was the first thing that I've done, and I'm going to edit the first thing that I've done. So when I press green tick and view it in isometric, you'll now see that that square the cube has got a hole running through it. That's one way of doing it. Now, if I was going to do it from the top surface, because I don't have a sketch on the top surface, I can't do the same sort of technique there. So instead, I'm going to select the face. So rather than select one of the planes now, I'm going to select the face and draw on one of those faces. So if I click on sketch, you'll now see that the next sketch has appeared down here. And because I am on that face there, I can click on top there. But another way of orientating it is if I right click and click on View Normal to, or I can click on View Normal to Sketch Plane because I've just created that sketch plane. But I'm going to click on View Normal to. Okay, so it's got that face there that I've previously clicked on. And now I'm going to draw a center point circle centered in the vertical axis. And let's give that the same dimension. So if I click on the outside of the circle, change that to 50, and press enter. Now you'll notice I haven't got a horizontal plane running across there. So to keep things easy, I made this 100. So to find the center, if I click on the center point of the circle, the top edge of my cube, drag it out, don't allow it to go at a funny angle, drag it out and change that to 50. I now know that it has been locked into position because that's where I snapped it on the vertical axis, and I have centered it by adding a second dimension from the center of the circle to the top edge. Press green tick. So my sketch is done. But what I now need to inform the model of is to produce either an extrude or an extrude cut. So I'm going to just show you the two differences. If I click on extrude, as I've done when I first created the cube, and select that sketch, that has now produced that. But because I want to remove it, if I click on remove, and I can drag this arrow down, or I can enter in a dimension. So I enter 100, press enter. You'll now see that I've got a hole running through. Press green tick, and there you go. That's how I do a cut or producing a hole.